One of the popular culture forms that is closest to and easiest for its audience to access is film. It is a completely unique medium from the others because it aims to profit, entertain, change perspectives, disseminate information, and acknowledge cultural diversity all at once. Films are meant to affect their viewers and to communicate with them. Since then, it has had an unexplainable evolution that may have been influenced by technology, including significant modifications to plot concepts, special effects, technical apparatus, and acting techniques. Good day to each and everyone. We are here to discuss about films and cinema. Together with Angela, Angelo, Ginaline, Jairus, and Ladylin, I am Janine and we are the Group 5. Our learning objectives for today are, at the end of the discussion, the students will be able to know what film is and its importance, understand how film and cinema started in the Philippines, compare the Philippine films and cinema from then and now, and lastly, understand popular culture in films and cinema. Film, also known as a movie or a motion picture, is a series of moving images shown on a screen, usually with sound, that make up a story. Films are made not only to entertain our eyes, but to offer us a chance for introspection into our own lives, as well as the lives of people who are different from us, which can provide us a fresh viewpoint on the world. From this, we can surely say that film is essential to us and to the society. Let's come now to the definition of cinema. Cinema, on the other side, is a motion picture theater. It is a place where people go to watch films for entertainment. The cinema has long been a part of the entertainment sector, but ever since COVID-19 began, the Philippine film industry has experienced terrible setbacks, including the closing of theaters and a suspension of film creation. Fortunately, the condition of Philippine cinema now is better than it was a year ago, and production companies are starting to move once more, albeit slowly. Let's now proceed to the history of films and cinema.
In January 1, 1897, the Spectáculo Científico de Pertier was the first film to be shown in the Philippines. It was shown in a 6 mm Gaumont chronophotograph projector at the Salon Pertiera, Esculta, Manila. The Spectáculo Científico de Pertier was followed by other four movies, namely Man with a Hat, Scene from a Japanese Dance, The Boxers, and La Place de la Opera, which were shown in the same day and place. In August 31, 1897, 7 months film was introduced in the Philippines, the Lumiere Cinematograph. Together with the 30 films, was imported to Manila in August 31, 1897 by the Spanish Army officer Antonio Ramos. In the same year, two Swiss businessmen, Messer Lebman and Fieritz, opened a movie house at number 31 Esculta in Manila. They called it Cinematografo, which later was shortened into Cine, a term now generally referred to as a movies. In 1900s, the resurgence of movie house begins in the early 1900s, not only in the Manila but in the provinces that already had electricity. To this day, among the ASEAN countries, the Philippines retains several of its old movie houses in the urban and even in the secluded rural areas of the country. In September 12, 1919, Dalagang Bukid by Jose Nepomuceno was the first Filipino film in the Philippines to be released. Jose Nepomuceno is dubbed by historians as the father of Philippine movies. Nepomuceno's first film was based on a highly acclaimed musical play of that day, Dalagang Bukid or Country Maiden by Hermogenes Ilagan and Leon Ignacio. In 1930s, film began to be recognized as another medium of art. Stories from Philippine literature and popular theater were the main sources of the storyline and characterization. On March 9, 1933, Jose Nepomuceno's Puñal na Ginto, or Golden Dagger, was credited as the very first locally made talkie. Talkie means film with sound, while George Masher, Ang Aswang, was introduced as the first completely talking film in the Philippine cinema. Still in 1933, Puñal na Ginto or Golden Dagger, the spoken dialogues were in Spanish and English, and it premiered on March 9, 1933 at the Lyric Theater. Another one is Makata at Paraluman or Poet and Maiden, which was introduced as the first full or completely talking motion picture in the Filipino language, and it premiered on April 5, 1933 at the Lyric Theater. In 1940s, the 1940s and the war brought to the Philippine cinema the consciousness of reality. The local audience embraced Philippine cinema's focus on war and heroism. Movie themes consisting primarily of war and heroism had proven to be a huge hit among local audiences.
We come now to the importance of films and cinemas. The existence of films and cinemas is not only for entertainment, it gives benefits not only in the field of entertainment but also in our society as a whole. Some of the importance of films and cinemas is that it offers a momentary escape from reality. It means it becomes our place of comfort. It becomes our comfort zone where it gives us entertainment, and especially in times of distress or loneliness, films and cinemas, what we see in the big screen, helps us to rest. It also allows us to identify characters on an emotional level and influences public opinion in social issues. It is also used as a tool for social change. Here, films and cinema movies also plays a big part on social issues and also in social changes. There are movies that portray real things happening in our society, and that is also a great means to identify ideas that would help us solve problems in our society. Through movies, we are also being able to compare what is happening in the big screen to reality. Films and cinemas also helps us to broaden our horizon. Films gives us new ideas and extends our interests, particularly things that will contribute in our culture. Films are important to society because they reflect culture, influence culture, and foster economic growth. Additionally, it offers a chance for introspection into our own lives as well as the lives of people who are different from us, which can provide us a fresh viewpoint on the world.
So let's talk about films and cinema then and now. Then, movies were only shown in big screens and movie houses, and now it can be accessed through mobile phones and various streaming platforms. Before, you can only watch movies in a specific place and time, but now you can watch whenever and wherever you want. And every detail about film sets had to be built by hand. You can physically touch everything in the film sets. But now, green screens and blue screens are popularly used. The background is manipulated during the editing. Editing makes everything in the film come to life. Before, the animation set movies used to be hand-drawn by artists. They relied on a non-stop animation to create the realistic effects, but now the technologies CGI or computer generalized image and 3D, three-dimensional animation techniques had made animated films as lifelike as possible. Now almost everything is created digitally. Let's move now to the topics and themes in the Philippine films then and now. Before, topics and themes used to be about war and heroism, sex and violence, real crimes, nationalism,
propaganda, marital infidelity, and many other topics and themes alike. Today, romance, family, social issues, nature, history, culture are more likely to be the topics and the themes in the Philippine films. And we have here some examples of Philippine films during the 20th century. We have Ora Plata Mata in 1982, Uhaw in 1970, Condemned in 1984, Relasyon in 1982, Dugo ng Bayan in 1973, Garrison 13 in 1946, Himala in 1982, and Genghis Khan in 1950. Films in the Philippines today, year 2000, up until now, present time. We have 7 Days in 2012, Diary ng Pangit in 2014, Lakbay to Love in 2016, Kung Maupay Man It Panahon in 2021, By Bust in 2018, General Luna in 2015, and The Panty Sisters in 2019.
So, hello everyone. I'm Jairo Stating, one of the reporters for today's presentation. So, now we have here popular culture in films and cinema. So, it says here that um, as products of mass culture, films reflect cultural attitudes, trends, and concerns. Films focuses on stories that the mass would want to see and aims particularly the younger people. So they are saying that they are emphasizing here that particularly the younger people. So why? Based on the study, about 25% of the world population is under 15 years old of age. So it is globally said that um, we have this percentage, the highest percentage of age group in the world, um, 15 years old of age, which is this is what they are talking about here, the younger people. So they are aiming for that age group in order for us to, in order for them to have a lot of views. So moving forward, it shapes cultural attitudes and customs as audiences adapt the attitudes and styles of the characters they watch on screen, such as hairdo, clothing code, speech manner, eating habits, family lifestyle, and worldview. So they are adapting what they are seeing in the movies, cinemas, or what. So also um it says here that cinema is believed to inform, educate, and entertain the society. For a long time, it has been used as a tool transmitting ideologies to the masses. So it is obviously that every movie it informs us, it gives us knowledge and wisdom that we don't know before, and now we have the idea for that. And also it gives us entertainment, and sometimes to have fun, sometimes for us to be thrilled or whatsoever. So that's the purpose of the movies, cinemas, that is that the people are watching for until today. So that's all. Thank you.